Good evening and welcome to the Monday, September 23rd Administrative and Public Works meeting. My name is Alderman Braithwaite. We have a quorum. Is there approval for the September 9th meeting?
Move approval.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any comments? Questions? All those in favor of passing the minutes, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Perfect. Next, we'll have public comments. We have 3 speakers, all signed up on Chicago Young Americans. Dina Benzan, did I pronounce that correctly? I think there are going to be 3 young ladies. Do you all want to come up together? Dina, Louisa, and Sophia Johnson? Yeah. You can either speak as a group or 3 minutes apiece. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Deanna Benzo and I'm an Evanston resident. I started my hockey career playing for the Evanston Wildcats. Even though I was one of the couple of girls at the program, I was still treated equally. All of the boys treated me with respect as well as the coaches. They held me to the same expectations as the boys, even though I'm a girl. Today, I still keep in touch with my old Evanston coaches because I wouldn't be where I am today without them. I volunteered to help coach the House League kids at Evanston, and I am amazed at how many girls are there playing in Evanston. I went to the Chicago Young Americans when I was a first-year U12. This will be my 6th season at CYA, and I've enjoyed everyone so far. I think this year will be even more special once we start playing in this beautiful, newly built rink in Evanston, and I'm sure all of my teammates will agree with me. Since I started at CYA, I've practiced at rinks all over the Chicagoland area, such as in Lincolnwood, Lake Forest, Palatine, Buffalo Grove, Gurnee, Pleasant Prairie, and many more places. It will be fantastic to have our own home rink in Evanston, so we don't have to travel all around Chicago to practice anymore. Since I'm a student athlete, I hope to use hockey to my advantage in the future to help me get into a college that I may not get into without hockey. The CYA boys have their own rink in Palatine, and now we will have our own rink in Evanston. We are honored and proud to be playing at the new rink. We hope you'll come watch us because we're fast and fun to watch. My teammates and I are very excited to call Evanston our home in January. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Santos?
Hi, my name is Luisa Santos, and I also live in Evanston. I'm currently a sophomore at ETHS, and when I was 6, I started playing for Evanston at Robert Crown, and now I currently play at CYA, and it's my 5th season there. I love playing for CYA because it has taught me how to time manage, teamwork, how to be a leader, and most importantly, given me self-confidence. My teammates and I are really excited to call Robert Crown our new home. It'll be fun to play in the same community I started hockey in. The CYA boys have their own rink in Palatine, and sharing a rink with them is not ideal. The boys always have priority over the ice slots, causing us to practice until sometimes 10:30 p.m. Being a student athlete, it's really difficult to manage academics, school sports, and CYA. The new rink will help me succeed academically because I'll have more time to focus on school. Thank you so much for allowing the CYA girls to call Evanston our home. Thanks.
Thank you. Ms. Johnson?
Hi, my name is Sophie Johnson, and I was born and raised in Evanston, and I'm now a senior at ETHS. I started playing hockey at Evanston when I was 6 years old, and I'm truly excited to be coming back for this last year. I've been playing CYA for 4 years, and I was even co-captain of the U16 team last year. Now I'm on the U19 team. I speak for all the girls on my team when I say how excited we are to skate out of Evanston, our new home rink. Hockey and CYA both mean a lot to me. Hockey has taught me leadership and teamwork and how to persevere when there are challenges. I have had some of my best experiences and some of my biggest life lessons in the rink and with my teammates. We look forward to getting to know the Evanston girls hockey teams, who I have many friends on, and we can't wait for the opening of the new rink, and thank you for welcoming the CYA girls to Evanston.
Thank you all very much. I want to give them a hand. Mike Pasilko?
I'm here to speak on 2 agenda items. First, A3, the sole source purchase of a parking business analysis and capacity system. Not sure why we have to spend $150,000 for that convenience. That's something you should vote no against. I'm also here to speak about item A9, which is the CYA MOU that's presented before you. I sent you all, for the council, I sent everyone a combined schedule that shows the Evanston Youth Hockey Association schedule that they propose, superimposed with the CYA schedule. And what you can see is that there's no time left in the prime time, late afternoon, evening hours, and weekends for Evanston's residents. Evanston's residents will need to find time somehow during their busy day, either at school or work, to take off and come to the ice rink. So I'm encouraging you to vote no for CYA. At least the Evanston Youth Hockey Association is an Evanston organization. CYA has leased or owned facilities in Chicago and other nearby locations. They should use those facilities and allow Evanston residents and Evanston children to find primetime ice facilities at this very expensive new Robert Crown facility that they're paying for. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's the end of our public comments. Yes. Can you sign in, please? You have 3 minutes. Thank you.
I appreciate you including me. Traffic got the best of me. So for ordinance number 5, I have some suggestions which hopefully could improve some concerns. First of all, you talk about properties with the TOD. What is TOD?
TOD. Yeah.
Sorry? Gotcha. Okay, now I understand the logistics. The parking spot lost, is it going to be concerning public roads, or is it an exception for congested areas where to ignore that one parking spot will make it worse for everyone else? And is there a private road, which would be kind of nice with regard to some of these properties and considerations for ADU, that there be a private road entrance for the ADU, which then allows for parking, at least in terms of on their entrance, if they're the only people who are living there. In terms of taller, when increased setbacks that abut to property line, I'm thinking about that should also apply to 6-foot fences. And I don't know enough zoning, but I think that having a taller unit can decrease the footprint. So in terms of ground saturation and water resiliency or climate resiliency, it might be actually a good thing to make taller rather than taking up more space for lots of reasons, and then allowing more gardening area. And then so basically allow for taller units to accommodate ground saturation and drainage issues might be an improvement over the proposed plan. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have the consent agenda. Item A4 is a sole source renewal with Google Premium Partner Dotson Corporation for the G Suite license agreement. Staff's recommending the City Council authorize City Manager to proceed with the renewal of the sole source agreement with Google Premier Partner Dotson Corporation. The total cost, we got to cover the payroll. I'll go back and get it. Okay. Of that purchase is $96,804.50. I'm going to go back and take the bills list. Item A1 is the payroll, August 19th through September 1st, in the dollar amount of $2,715,957.13. Item A2 is bills list September through 24th and that dollar amount is $5,284,553.50. The next item is item A6. It's approval for the change order with Tesca Associates Contract, RFP 1851 for Central Street SSA, a feasibility study. Staff is recommending City Council's approval for that change order, and that's going to be in the dollar amount of $9,755.60. Item A7 is Resolution 93-R-19, authorizing the execution of an employee contract with Erica Storley to serve as our interim city manager for the city of Evanston. Staff recommends the City Council adoption of the Resolution 93-R-19, authorizing the execution of the employment contract with Erica Storley to serve as the interim manager for the city of Evanston on September 16th, 2019. The City Council met in an executive session to discuss, review, and approve the terms of the contract. That's for action. Item A8 is...
Please pull that,
Yep.
Jim. Very
Yep,
good.
you got it. Item A11 is Resolution 90-R-19, authorizing a 3-year lease agreement with the North Shore Senior Center for Room G205 at the Morton Civic Center, and that rate is going to be at $563 for 3 years. Item A12 is Resolution 91-R-19, authorizing the city manager to enter into a 3-year lease agreement with Studio B11 at the Noise Cultural Art. 3 months lease with the tenant. Thank you. Item A13 is Resolution 92-R-19, authorizing the city manager to execute an agreement with Hoffman House Catering for senior meal programs at the Levy Center and at Fleetwood Jourdain Community Center for the period of October 1st through the 2019 through September 30th through 2020. The cost is not to exceed $4.80 per lunch, and the total meal program contract is projected at $43,543. That reimbursement will service expenses, yes, solely depending upon the number of lunches served. I'd like to move item A14 for introduction. That's ordinance 111-0-19, amending the Title 10, Chapter 11, Section 10, Schedule X, F1, Residential Exception Parking, District B. Staff, per Alderman Fist's request, recommended the City Council adoption of this ordinance. And this ordinance will add 3 homes, 400-406-412. That's at Clark Street, at Sheridan, 1430 Sheridan Road to Davis Street for residential parking. I'd like to move for introduction and action. Item A15, ordinance 107-0-19 and 108-0-19, proposing the establishment of a special service area number 7 and number 8 in the city of Evanston, Illinois, and providing a public hearing and other related procedures. Staff recommends the city's council's adoption of this ordinance that will, for commercial properties located in the Merchant District along Central Street, a district would be located at Central Park Avenue on the west and Ewing Avenue on the east. And at East Central Street District would be located between Hartree on the west and Eastwood on the east, Isabella on the north, and Simpson on the south. 2 SSAs are recommended based on the community feedback during the SSA feasibility study. That's for, again, intro and action. And then item A16 is ordinance 109-019, proposing the extension of a special service area number 4 in the city of Evanston, Illinois, and providing for a public hearing and other related procedures. And that also is for action, introduction and action. Those are your items.
Move approval?
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Seeing no lights for discussion, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Do you want to go back and take item A8 or just keep going with the consideration? Would you like to move item A8? And I'd like to move item A8, the resolution 86-R19, adopting outside counsel litigation procedures and billing guidelines. Staff recommends the City Council adoption of this resolution 86-R-19 to approve outside council litigation procedures and bidding guidelines. That's for action. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Alderman Sufferton?
Sure. I think we can make this stronger, and I don't know that it prevents another James Park. So I'm going to vote no as presented.
I mean, I guess there might be some opportunities to make recommendations between now and city council, if you feel that strongly about it.
Yeah, I'd be happy to talk to the corporation council about it.
All right. I'm going to recommend that we move forward this to move it to council. All those in favor of passing item A8, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
All right, the motion moves forward. We're now at items for consideration. Alderman Fleming, would you like to take item A3, please?
Alderman Rainey has her
Oh,
light
I'm
on.
sorry. Alderman Rainey?
Yes, Alderman Braithwaite, numerous items in the consent agenda involve money. Numerous items in the consent agenda involve money.
Yes.
And we just did a voice vote. I'm wondering if council can give us some advice as to whether or not we need to do a roll call on those items?
I'll just call for a roll call to go back.
We had rent,
Yep.
and we had bills lists, and we had.
I see your point. No worries there. I'm going to ask for a roll call regarding the consent agenda for September 23. Alderman Fleming?
Aye.
Alderman Rainey?
Aye.
Alderman Sufferton? Alderman Lou Simmons?
Aye.
And I'm also an aye. The consent agenda passes unanimously. Thank you, Alderman Rainey. We're now at items for consideration. Item A3, Alderman Fleming.
Yes. I move for action item A3, the sole source purchase of parking business analytics and garage capacity signs from Automated Parking Technology. Staff recommends approval of the sole source purchase of parking business analytics and garage capacity signs from Automated Parking Technologies. The purchase includes the platform for data collection, analysis, and reporting of available parking and the connection with Smart King, as well as the fabrication and installation of signs for a total of $147,876. Capacity signs will be installed at the entrances to the city's 3 garages and on 2 of the surrounding streets of the downtown area. Based on the vendor's previous experience with the analytics and signage, staff estimates that the project will pay for itself within 2 years of the implementation date for better utilization of garage spaces. $250,000 in CIP funds are reserved for this project. Project number... Oh, actually, I have to read that. This is for action.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Seeing no lights for discussion, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item A5, Alderman Rainey.
Yes. We're being asked to request the council authorize the manager to enter into a contract with Temco Machinery, doing business as Global Emergency Products, for the design and fabrication of a replacement fire engine in the amount of $659,200, which will be delivered in the fall of 2020. There's an alternative here. If the council approves, they'll accept a reduced payment of $648,105 to be paid in full on February 1. This is for action.
Second.
I move approval, and then I'd like to speak to it.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded by Alderman Ruth Simmons. Alderman Rainey.
Yeah, I didn't really read in detail the document here. Have we used them before? They have a different name.
Chairman and members of the committee, Deputy City Manager. This company that we are recommending for award for this, we've used them in the past. All of our current fire equipment is by this company.
It is? Is it the same name?
They have, the actual product is called Pierce. That's probably what
Yes,
you see on the
Pierce,
fire
yeah,
trucks,
yeah.
but they're through this company,
Through
Global.
this company. All right, and there's not different ownership or anything, and?
No.
Have we ever had this deal before with them?
This kind of prepayment deal?
Yeah.
My understanding, they mentioned to me, and it was before my time, that they had done that in the past where there was prepayments. But
And what was the thing about that? Why are they asking for that?
why are they asking for prepayment?
Yeah.
So if they, I guess for their own financing reasons, they need to either get money paid up front so that they are not, acting as our bank in a way. So they give us the incentive that if we pay it earlier, then the price is decreased.
Well, they don't have a better customer, that's for sure. I mean, have they ever been late in delivering an engine?
Not to my knowledge.
No? All right, so, okay, so should we do an amendment? And, I mean, what does staff think about that?
I mean, I think it makes sense to, take advantage of that and
It's
save a little bit.
10,000.
Yep.
Whatever,
It's
yeah.
money we can use somewhere else.
Well, I mean, we have to paint the truck, with our emblems, and that costs a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Did you want to make an amendment, or?
All right, I would rather leave that kind of thing to staff, but all right, I'll move that we recommend to staff that we accept their offer of a reduced payment.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to make the amendment. Who's keeping
If
track
that's
of that?
acceptable to our finance department and staff, whoever.
All right.
Yeah.
All those in favor of executing the amendment, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it,
All right,
All those-
I move approval of the whole thing.
as amended.
Yeah.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded by Alderman Fleming to pass item A5. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Sufferman, item A9, please.
I move item A9, Resolution 30R19, authorizing the city manager to execute a gift agreement and use agreement with Chicago Young Americans Hockey Organization for the donation to the new Robert Crown Community Center. Staff recommends city council adoption of Resolution 30R19, authorizing the city manager to execute a gift agreement and use agreement with Chicago Young Americans for partial naming rights to Rink 1 at the new Robert Crown Community Center, and a use agreement outlining terms of rink rental. Revenue from the gift agreement will be deposited into the Crown Construction Fund via Friends of Robert Crown. Revenue from the user agreement will be deposited into the general fund revenue, and this is for action.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Seeing no lights for discussion or questions. All those in favor of passing item A9, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Alderman Simmons, item A9, please. Excuse me, A10.
Thank you. A10, staff recommends city council adoption of resolution 32R19, authorizing the city manager to execute a gift agreement with Evanston Youth Hockey Association for partial naming rights to Rink 1 at New Robert Crown Community Center, and a usage agreement outlining terms of rink rental. Revenue from the gift agreement will be deposited into the Crown Construction Fund via Friends of Robert Crown. Revenue from the user agreement will be deposited into general revenue. This is for action.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Pass item A10. Seeing no lights for discussions or questions. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Are there any items for discussion? Seeing none, are there any items for communications? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
The meeting's adjourned. Thank you.